Future passes the album, and Drake with the alley-oop, and Future drops the album. Another L for me.
Yo, what's good, crew? It's your partner, Just Mike. Now, on today's show, we're going to be discussing what a time to be alive, alright? And we're going to be talking about Meek Mill getting subliminal shots from Drake and Future on this project. Now, Future gives him some shots too. Now, getting off the digital dash, basically, Drake says, these chicks be nagging the kid. It is what it is. If you get hit, you get hit. I don't forget or forgive. I told myself never again to never let anybody in. Now, he's basically talking about the whole feature. He's not doing any more features and that whole Rico thing that started the whole ghostwriting incident, right? He also says, I move the game up, I'm reckless. I'm hauling, shaking through pressure. Might put Diddy on my next-ish. Might could fit you in on a Wednesday. Now, he's also talking about, the situation between him and Diddy and how they mended it. They're mending things back together in that situation, and also the Meek situation, how he moves through these situations with ease. Now, he also mentions Quentin for the first time publicly. He basically says, I might take Quentin to Follies. You hate your life, just be honest. I got my foot on their neck and my foot on the gas. You remind me of a quarterback. That shit is all in the past. And basically he's saying, he want to take Quentin out for celebrating, if you're reading this, it's too late, going platinum. And also he's touching on the ghostwriting situation is so old, and why don't Drake haters and Meek let it go? You know what I mean? Getting into big rings, he says, you and yours versus me and mine. Are we talking teams? Are we talking teams? Or you switching sides, wanna come with me? He also says the game is different and you only get one shot when niggas going foul on you. And he's basically touching on Dream Chasers versus OVO, right? And he also says, you switching up sides, wanna come with me. That's Charlamagne switching up sides to actually co-sign Drake for once in the whole bottles to Charlamagne thing. And he's talking about you only get one shot when niggas going foul on you. And he's basically saying when somebody disses you, you only got one shot to reply. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respond quickly unless you out the game. And we all seen what happened with Meek. And he's kind of late to the party. Subsequently, he caught that L. He also goes on to say, man, F them all, we want it all, don't get too involved, we gonna knock you off. And to top it all, I'm with the dogs, it's a new season and we still breathing. He basically still reiterating about all the drama he's been through with the ghostwriting situation, and that him and his crew is still tight and getting money. Now, Future drops some subliminals. He does. He says, listen, you're just a battle rapper, I'm an official trapper. Dudes been dropping subliminals, they just some jibber jabber. So this is alluding to the whole Made in America thing. Meek telling his DJ not to play some Future and play some real hip hop. So I guess he figures since Meeks wants to drop some subliminals, he's gonna drop some subliminals as well. Then we get into I'm the Plug, and this is kind of one of the blatant subliminals on the whole album with you, to be honest. He basically says the whole time I was ready. They was like, hold up, wait a minute. I was like, nah man, let's get it. And he basically referring to the classic Dreams and Nightmares intro from Meek Mill, right? And he also says he's been ready. He was ready for the backlash once Meek found out about the Quentin Miller situation. And then he kind of also alludes to that further on Change Locations when he says, F all the ops, I let off first and then let off again. You'll never hear from them ever again. And that's basically him talking about, him sending out Charged Up and then back to back, right? And then Meek Mill didn't really respond to the second diss track. And then you get to the last song on the album, the 30 for 30 freestyle. Really one of the better songs on the album if you ask me. And this song is actually filled with so many Meek subliminals. I'm calling it the subliminal version of 3P. But Drake basically goes in and says, listen, I never thought I'd be talking from this perspective, but I'm not really sure what you expected when all the higher up have all come together as a collective with conspiracies to end my run and send me a message. 40, did you get the message? Because I checked my phone and I didn't get it. Now, he's basically talking about the whole Funkmaster Flex, Meek Mill thing where, they were supposed to end Drake's career in one night because Meek was going to drop a diss. Funkmaster Flex was going to drop the reference tracks, and then nothing would ever be the same after that. But subsequently, it all fell flat because Meek didn't have a diss ready because he was still on tour with Nicki in Canada. He also goes on to say, hats off for a solid effort, but we didn't flinch for a second. We got our stuff together. Yeah, we're not here to fight wars. I got bigger fish to fry, and I'm talking bigger ish than you and I. Kids lose their lives, got me scared of losing mine. And if I hold my tongue, I get crucified. Now he's basically talking about, you know, the whole I want to know diss track that, you know, he said it's a solid effort, but it really wasn't as good, you know what I mean, as what he put out. And also he's talking about the whole incident that happened at the OVO Fest at the after party where, you know, people subsequently got shot and lost their lives. He also goes on to say, you know, I guess you making moves on your own time. Just know it'll be January in no time, and your absence is very concerning. It's like you went on vacation with no plan of returning. This is purely for sport. I need a 30 for 30. Banners are ready in case we need to retire your jersey. Now he's basically talking about the whole, you know, him not really responding after Drake dropped the back-to-back diss track. You know, he did the Wanna Know. He was supposed to drop another diss, but then nothing ever happened, you know, so he's been gone for a long time. It's about to be a whole nother year before you drop something. And if so, man, you need to just chill out and retire from trying to diss people, or just retire from the game in general, right? He then goes on to say, we ain't in it, we just ghost ride. The pen is working if you want some ghost lines. I thought you wanted yours like I wanted mine. Now he's basically addressing the whole Quentin Miller ghost writing situation, right? Saying that his pen is still working, and, you know, telling Meek, like, I thought you wanted your success like I want my success. Why are you trying to hate on me, basically, you know what I'm saying? He also goes on to say, the haters just bring me and my people closer, actually. What happened to the things you said was supposed to happen? Are we just supposed to ignore the fact that they never happened? Are we supposed to get the pie and split it in two? Are we supposed to forget your mistakes but not forget about you? And so he's basically commenting on the situation where everybody's kind of hating on him, whether you want to talk about, you know, Meek Mill fans or Meek Mill, and some people even said he's talking about Kendrick low-key. But he's basically saying, you know, you guys want to kind of take me down and soil my name to get half of what I got. And so should we forget about that but still call you great in your own right? You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, this whole situation, this whole album was done in a matter of 6 days. So you got to understand, you know, the whole situation with Meek Mill was on his mind heavy. So I can understand why the subliminal shots. But there were a lot of them, you know what I mean? And like he said, it used to be no reaction. Now he's overreacting, right? But now, like I say, man, I want to know what you guys think about this, man. These are just some of the subliminals I found. I want to know if you found some more. I'm pretty sure the whole album is littered with them. But I want to know what you guys think, so make sure you guys hit me down in the comment box. Make sure to share this story across your social networks. Subscribe to the channel and subscribe to me and connect with me on social media at JustMike77. But that's it for this one. I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, it's your partner Just Mike. Stay up, much love, and I wonder what Meek has for Drake on Dream Chasers 4. But I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out. Peace.